Welcome back. Hopefully you are starting your relaxation process, whatever that means to you. Getting snug as a bug in a rug, if that's your cup of tea. Throw a couple of metaphors out real quick. Yeah, it's interesting that we have to kind of give ourselves permission to turn off. Even turn off the anxiety, turn off the worry, all of that. Even though it may be a thing that we are repeating, it's still something that I've noticed we all need to remind ourselves to do. So relax. How do you do that? Get comfortable. Let the breathing become smoother and deeper. Scratch any last scratches, itch any last itches. And if you need to move, then move. Just try to do so slowly and carefully so you don't disturb the level of relaxation that you reach. That would be my advice there. Also, maybe you're turning on wordless music in the background. That's perfectly okay as well. And you don't have to be lying down. You can do this sitting up. You could do this while dancing. Just don't do it while operating heavy machinery or putting yourself or anyone else in danger, please and thanks. I don't think we have to worry about that, but you'd never be too sure because people will listen to this in the future. Hello, future people. Welcome. Hope you've started to relax as well. So this week's message from In Between Drawing is a little extra yogic shout out. So I have sitting on a crescent moon, Lancel otter, and an alligator enjoying warm beverages in a mug. I'm not sure what they're drinking. I just know it's pleasing and warm. And for the rest of the dark of the moon, it's just black. And then outside of that are stars, are paint splats to indicate all of the stars. And I felt very clever for being like, oh, well, there wouldn't be stars right behind the crescent moon because it's just the part of the moon that we can't see. It would be blocking stars. Not, noticing the fact that I have them sitting on the crescent moon forward and back. And so all I can say is I tried. There was effort there to be a little more factually accurate with an otter and an alligator sitting on the crescent moon drinking warm beverages and having good conversations. But the funny yogic thing about that is I mentioned Swadhisthana. It comes through in the message from In Between, which is your second chakra from the bottom. And its symbol is the crescent moon, which represents the element of water. And in those waters of self and identification, ego, there is usually depicted an alligator, a crocodile. And yeah, that's just me patting myself on the back. So all of that Swadhisthana goodness and even me patting myself on the back works with it, because Swadhisthana is that I, me kind of vibe. But when it's taken to extremes or gotten into a rut, I think it can also be a way to tap into pleasure and the simple pleasures, like a conversation over a warm beverage. As for the message itself, this week it's called Stick-to-itiveness. What is with the urge to just quit everything? Usually, though, it heralds change. Thus, the oft-handed out advice to not give up right before it gets better. Quitting and setting boundaries aren't always the same thing. What would you say you're dedicated to? What goal lies beyond hills and dips? As in, What do you feel is worth sticking with through highs and lows? Do you have something like that in your life? Is there something on repeat that feels stuck like a song in your mind? Sticky thoughts. Sticky stuck. Swadhisthana. Swadhisthana energy going stagnant, for sure. Drop the ego and look over the fence. Suddenly Zemor isn't looking so bad. Stick to it, but don't be a stalker. As you can see, there's a whole lot of S coming through. Synchronistic sibilance. Woohoo! This week's 3-card draw is number 15, the Devil, the 10 of Cups, and the Knight of Cups, inviting us to mind our addictions and let things happen for you instead of to you. Emotions are running high. Adapt. This episode of Psychic Sleep Yoga Nidra will be touching on themes of sabotage urges, dedication, and stuck feelings. One way that we can get unstuck, deflate the ego a bit, is to realize that noises are going to happen. Distractions are going to be there, appearing as if from nowhere. It happens. The world, as much as we would like to, doesn't hit pause when we do. But you can dive so deep into the self and those subtle awarenesses that you can be simultaneously aware of and ignoring the same thing. Knowing that the sound happens, but not letting it catch in you anywhere or stick to you anywhere, causing a reaction. So take a moment and let life happen on life's terms around you.
Are you fascinated by the unexplained? Do you love delving into the mysteries of the paranormal, or how we respond to media that pushes us to the limit of our understanding? Do you love to dive headfirst into the exploration of the human psyche with meditations or channeled messages from beyond? Join our podcast network, Another Realm Media, and explore the unknown with us. From ghosts to aliens, cryptids to conspiracy theories, horror to sci-fi, we've got it all. Don't miss out on the excitement. Join us today and unlock the secrets of the universe. Email us at contact@anotherrealmmedia.com. Introducing the podcast that delves deep into the mysteries of the unexplained. The Convergence Enigma with Josh and Stefan. Join us as we explore the bizarre and unexplainable events that leave people questioning what they've seen and experienced. From alien abductions to paranormal encounters, our show uncovers the stories behind the strange phenomena that has affected individuals across the world. But we don't just stop at the surface level. We dive into how these experiences affect those who have encountered them, their beliefs, and their overall perception of reality. With captivating interviews, expert insights, and thought-provoking discussions, The Convergence Enigma is the perfect podcast for anyone fascinated by the unknown. Subscribe now and be prepared to have your mind blown. We all have questions. We seek understanding of life and why we are here. Welcome to Etheric Transmissions, a channeled podcast where we will attempt to understand life and its many iterations.
Messages from in between are a part of live sessions of Psychic Sleep Yoga Nidra. Full recordings available for purchase as echo sessions. You can get them at santosdavid.com, santosdavid333 across most social media. Live sessions Sunday nights, echo sessions available Mondays.